YouTube, what up? Welcome to the channel. I'm Smoke Up. Follow if you want. Please subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. We're gonna be reacting to the kids who peaked in middle school. I think it's by Cheats. Yeah, I almost called them Cheeks, not gonna lie. But let's run it.
Have you ever heard the phrase, "it was over before it even started"? Usually it's used when something is pretty much doomed from the beginning, but I think there's a group of people who embody this phrase better than anyone else. The kids who peaked in middle school. Because peaking in high school is already bad enough, but imagine reaching the absolute height.
That's what I'm gonna say. What would you choose? Peaking in adulthood, peaking in college, peaking in high school, peaking in middle school? If I were to rate it, it's gotta go adulthood, college, kind of just how I listed it. But I mean, because bro, middle school, dude, like you gotta ask your mom to go on a fucking play date. What are we doing? How do you even peak in middle school?
Of your social status at 13 years
Let me know which one you choose. Let me know.
old. This is before you could drive. This is before you had a job. This is before you even knew who you were. You were already living in your glory days. And I think we all knew one kid that was like this. So in this video, we're going to be shining some light.
Honestly, I don't even remember middle school. Like maybe like bits and pieces, but I mean, yeah, something I remember playing football on the parking lot and almost like doming my shit running into the garbage corral. Like, what are we doing?
On the kids who peaked in middle school. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. My goal is 200,000 subscribers before the end of the year, and I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, so I think it's pretty widely agreed that most people reach a peak at some point in their life. Like, not that many people are living in their prime forever. It's just a rare occurrence. So it's really not a matter of if, it's more of a matter of when. And I think for most people, the best time to reach maximum life quality would be from age 30 to age 60. Hopefully, if you've made a series of good decisions or really a lack of horrible decisions, you can, you know,
Caught that reference, bro.
maybe start a family, buy a house, reap the rewards of your personal growth and development, and then live happily ever after or whatever. But for some people, they don't get to enjoy their prime from age 30 to 60. Their prime happens from age 10 to 15. This does not get talked about enough. There are kids who reminisce on middle school because it is the last time they feel like their life.
When playing games on PC, do you ever wonder if someone had a clip with you in it?
Bro.
Download Metal, then go to albums, clips are in,
Why was that
connect to
so
any-
abrupt?
At any purpose. All right, so I think we should begin by talking about what peaking in middle school actually looks like. Then we'll talk about why it happens and how to prevent it if you're in middle school, I guess.
Not me, bro.
All right, so for guys, it's usually the kid who developed really early. You know, he hit puberty faster than everybody else, and he had the perfect skill set for being cool at 13. He was already 5'10", while everybody else was 5'4", and because of this, he started on the basketball team or like the football team. Usually, this guy also had parents that gave him gifts that made him cool at school. Like for Christmas, he gets a gold chain. Under the Christmas tree, he gets whatever clothing will make him look the coolest at school. He also goes to a barber and gets like a low taper fade multiple times a month. He was also what you would consider to be the stereotypical popular kid. He had a diabolical Snapchat score. He was sending streaks to every girl in the grade and had an entourage of dudes following him around. He's also constantly getting in trouble at school, like starting shenanigans, and all the teachers knew him by name because of this. Ultimately, this...
Yo, did anyone have someone like this, bro? I'm not gonna lie. I don't, like, I'm thinking about it. No one comes to mind. No one. I mean, did I peak in middle school? Oh, fuck. Nah, bro, that's just not me, bro.
Dude peaked in middle school because the playing field was not leveled yet. Like, there's no referee to balance out the
I'm 5'6" right now, bro. There's no way it was me.
imbalances of the middle school social world. I think for girls, the stereotype is definitely way more about social status and looking older than everybody else. There were girls in my middle school who had multiple thousands of followers on Instagram at age 13, which is fucking insane. That should not be a thing. These girls would have high schoolers in their DMs hitting them up, and it's like, what's going on here, guys? What are we
If you know, you know.
doing? She always had some relationship drama going on, and it somehow seemed like this girl was already 17 when everyone else looked like actual children. She was the girl that everybody knew, even if they weren't friends with her, and always had a giant friend group. She was like invited to everything. She basically controlled the social hierarchy of the grade. This girl called the shots. Like, if there was a birthday party happening and she wasn't going, if you went, it may have been a bad look.
Oof. Let me think. I mean, I guess there might have been. Okay. I mean, honestly, let's go back to the dudes. I think I might have one idea of someone who was kind of like peaking, because like they were like known by everybody. And then for a female, I mean, she was also in that group that I'm thinking of right now. So, but like, I mean, she was just popular. I don't think she had like all this like social hierarchy. I mean, there definitely was like middle school drama. I ain't even gonna lie, but like, that's neither here nor there.
Another common denominator between the guys and the girls who peaked in middle school is nepotism. Like, in my middle school, we had this kid who was very popular because his father was connected to like all these celebrities, and he would have pictures with these celebrities at age 13. And so he gets all this clout, and he gets to look cool off of something he never earned. You also get to benefit financially from this. Usually, if you're the kind—
All right. Are you choosing to be a nepo baby or not? Be dead ass. Let me know. Chat? No one responded. Anyways, I'm gonna make it. I know I'm gonna make it. But if I wasn't gonna make it, I have to choose being a nepo baby. I'm sorry. Roast me in the comments if you want. I'm sorry.
Kind of parent who lets your kid benefit off your hard work to this extent, you're definitely spoiling him or her as well. There were girls walking around middle school with designer purses, and we know you didn't pay for that. I think another common denominator is getting rewarded really early for things that don't require you to develop much. Like the example with basketball, if you're a guy and you hit puberty early and so you're taller than everybody on the court, you didn't earn that, and eventually other people will hit puberty and they'll be all caught up to you. Once the playing field is completely leveled, what matters is your own personal capabilities. Like at age 25, if you make your own money and you go to the gym, it's not like the guy from middle school who had his parents paying for everything is gonna have that much of an edge over you anymore. It's also not like the kid who hit puberty the fastest and hardest is gonna benefit from that forever. This is why I think being a loser in middle school can kind of be a blessing in disguise. Like, I don't want anyone to have a miserable time in middle school or be bullied, but the stakes are non-existent. Like, if you're a 12 or 13-year-old, nobody expects you to have your life figured out, and so almost nothing you do during these 3 years of middle school follows you into adulthood. I think more importantly, being awkward gives you a reason to change. Like, if you're insecure, bad at talking to people, terrible with girls, physically awkward, or you just don't want—
chat. I mean, I obviously didn't peak in high school, or sorry, middle school, and I wouldn't say I was awkward. I was definitely a social butterfly. But like, I see his point. I mean, if you were like that, like uber awkward kid, I mean, it definitely makes you to be like, you know what? I'm going to change my life. I'm going to be better. So, I mean, it makes sense.
Really fit in anywhere. You become painfully aware of the things you need to improve. The people who have their shit figured out in middle school never improve. So having all these problems gives you all these things that you know, learn to work out eventually. Like, you'll learn how to dress, become funnier, develop socially, and develop actual hobbies. It sucks when you're going through it for sure, but you know, it's that discomfort that can force
Yo, I might have to get YouTube Red. What the fuck is this, bro? It's disrupting my fucking immersion.
You to develop. I would so much rather have my character development start to happen in 7th grade than realize at 25 that the best year of my life was the one where I still needed my mom to drive me to basketball practice. And honestly, if you look at the most successful people in the world, I highly doubt most of them were dominating the middle school social hierarchy. Like, think about it, nobody in 7th grade cares if you're obsessed with coding or business. Being really passionate about something at that age can make you look like more of a loser.
Jesus. Jesus Christ.
Another big advantage to not being cool in middle school that I didn't appreciate at the time was that nobody was pressuring me to do anything. A lot of the kids at the top of the social hierarchy were the first ones trying to desperately act older than they really were. Like, they were the first kids drinking, you know, smoking weed, sneaking out, smashing, and getting into relationships that they were nowhere near mature enough for, and doing stupid shit because everybody around them was doing it. And obviously, that doesn't mean that every popular kid was making terrible decisions, but there was definitely this weird pressure where the cooler you were, the more you had to prove that you weren't some innocent little kid anymore. And that is definitely one of the biggest traps about being cool that young. Like, once you've built your identity around being a cool kid, you have something to maintain. Like, suddenly you can't be the guy who says no. You can't admit that you're scared to something. You have to be the person who drinks and hooks up if, you know, you think you're pressured to do so. Your entire social position is...
I mean, I did that in high school. So, I mean, I guess at least it wasn't in middle school. Yeah.
built around getting approval from the people around you. So you end up making increasingly stupid decisions just to maintain a rep that expires when you hit 8th grade. And then you contrast that with like the nerd who's sitting at home learning how to code or like editing videos. Or maybe he's not being productive. Maybe he's playing video games or something. He might be building something without even realizing it. Sometimes being left out of the dumb shit is a blessing, and you do not realize this until you're old enough to understand what you were being let out of. I'm really not sure what the age range of people who watch this channel is. Like, a part of me thinks it might be middle schoolers, a part of me might think it's people in college or high schoolers, because I talk about a lot of different things. Like, whenever I talk about the jobs market, I can't imagine there's some kid watching this like, yeah, okay, GDP, yeah, nodding my head. But if you happen to be watching this in 7th grade or 8th grade, just know that everything I'm saying is the fucking truth. But I want to make it clear that being involved in a social life, even when you're young, is important. Like, you should still try to make friends and be involved, even if you think that the popular kids are obnoxious and annoying. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. If you enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Follow me over on Spotify, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Goodbye. Have you ever...
Anyways, I'm gonna rate it. I think that was an awesome video. Cheats was definitely spitting facts. Yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Something else you guys want me to react to.